Joshua Kimmich was born in Rottweil, a quiet, small town in southern Germany. He wasn't raised in the big city lights. He was just a kid who loved the ball and learned the game by playing constantly. Like many German stars, he ended up in the famous VfB Stuttgart Youth Academy, which is a massive operation known for producing top talent. Kimmich was good, really good. He had a fantastic football brain. He saw passes before anyone else, and he always knew where to be on the field. But there was a problem, a big one that haunts many promising young players: his size. Kimmich was short, he was slight. When he turned 18, the Stuttgart coaches started looking at him and comparing him to the massive, physically mature players already in their senior squad. They looked at his stats, they looked at his skill, and then they looked at his frame, and they decided he just wouldn't cut it in the rough and tumble world of professional German football. They needed giants, they needed muscle. Imagine being 18 years old, having devoted your whole childhood to a dream at a famous club, only to be told, "You're smart, kid, but you're just not built for this." It's a crushing blow. So, in 2013, Stuttgart made a decision that they would spend the next decade regretting. They sold Joshua Kimmich. And they didn't sell him to another big Bundesliga club. They sold him to RB Leipzig. Now today, everyone knows Leipzig. They play in the Champions League, they challenge Bayern, but back then, Leipzig was a team in the third division, the third tier of German football. It was a massive step down. For Kimmich, it felt like starting over, like his career had already taken a detour before it truly began.
Most players would feel sorry for themselves. They would blame the coaches or the system. Not Kimmich. He took that rejection from Stuttgart, bottled it up, and turned it into pure, destructive energy on the field. He had a point to prove, and he was going to prove it with every single tackle and every single run. At Leipzig, he wasn't just good, he was relentless. He helped Leipzig get promoted to the second division. He wasn't playing in the famous midfield role yet. He was often playing right back, a utility man, just trying to get minutes. What stood out wasn't his technique, which was always good, but his non-stop motor. He was everywhere. He tackled like a madman, sprinting up the field 1 second, then tracking back the next. He played every match like it was the World Cup final. This intensity, this incredible work rate, started to get noticed, and not just by scouts from average teams. In the summer of 2015, the phone rang. It wasn't just a scout. It was Pep Guardiola, the manager of Bayern Munich, arguably the best club in the world. Pep had seen Kimmich playing for the German under-21 team. He saw this small, intense player bossing the game, demanding the ball, and barking orders at players 3 years older than him. He bought Kimmich for 7 million euros. Stuttgart, who had sold him for $500,000, could only watch in despair. But going to Bayern Munich is just the beginning of the real pressure. Kimmich arrived at a dressing room full of legends: Lahm, Schweinsteiger, Müller, Robben, Ribéry. He was 20 years old, scared, and still just a kid who looked like he should be doing homework, not tackling Frank Ribéry. Pep Guardiola immediately saw Kimmich's intelligence. Pep knew Kimmich could play 8 different positions. But Pep didn't just ease him in, he threw him into the deep end, head first. Remember how Kimmich was considered too small to play in defense? Well, Bayern was facing a brutal injury crisis in 2016. Pep needed a center back, a central defender, against major teams. Kimmich, barely 6 feet tall, was told he had to go up against giant strikers. This was the hardest test yet. Kimmich was terrified. He later admitted that he lost sleep, worrying about his positioning and size. He was often paired with much older, experienced players, and the pressure was immense. The stress was clear in one specific game. Bayern was playing against Borussia Dortmund, a massive derby match. Kimmich made a small positional mistake. After the final whistle, Pep Guardiola walked straight onto the field, grabbed Kimmich by the arm, and started screaming tactical instructions into his ear for a full minute, right in front of the cameras. Pep was shaking him, demanding perfection, demanding that he understand his position instantly. The public outcry was huge. People said Pep was humiliating the young player. But Kimmich's reaction was perfect. He didn't crumble, he didn't cry. He stood there, listened, nodded, and immediately implemented the lessons in the next game. That moment didn't crush him, it hardened him. It showed the world that Kimmich had the mental steel to handle the most demanding coach in football history. Kimmich survived the center back test. He proved he could handle the pressure. But his real destiny wasn't in defense. Pep's successor, Carlo Ancelotti, and then later Niko Kovac and Hansi Flick, all saw the same thing. Kimmich was a midfielder trapped in a right-back's body. When club legend Philipp Lahm finally retired, Kimmich took over the right-back slot. He was magnificent, leading the league in assists from defense. But Kimmich still craved the midfield. He wanted to be the heartbeat. He wanted the control. When he finally got the chance to settle permanently into the number 6 role, the central defensive midfield position, he transformed. This is where the anecdote about Kimmich's intense personality comes in. Joshua Kimmich is famously hyper-competitive, but his drive goes beyond the football pitch. He is obsessed with control, data, and recovery. In his early years at Bayern, he was nicknamed the Professor. That focus paid off massively. In the 2019-2020 season, under coach Hansi Flick, Kimmich became the undisputed engine of the team. This was the famous season where Bayern swept every single trophy, winning the historic Sextuple. The biggest moment of his career came during that run, the Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. Bayern won 8-2, an absolute historic thrashing. But the moment everyone remembers is Kimmich's goal. He sprinted into the box, received a genius pass from Alphonso Davies, and tapped it in. The goal was memorable, but the assist was everything. Davies, the young Canadian left-back, had just completely humiliated the Barcelona defense, spinning and darting past 4 players. While everyone else was stunned, Kimmich, playing on the opposite side, had already sprinted the length of the field, knowing exactly where Davies would need support. That sprint, that determination to be present everywhere, was the perfect symbol of Kimmich overcoming his physical limitations with sheer mental fortitude and endless stamina. He was finally the world-class anchor he knew he could be. Kimmich cemented his position as a true leader, stepping into the huge void left by legends like Lahm and Schweinsteiger. He shed the right-back utility player status and officially claimed the number 6 shirt, the shirt of the defensive midfield commander. He became known for his incredibly powerful speeches in the dressing room. He wasn't loud or flashy, but his demands for commitment were absolute. If a teammate wasn't giving 100%, Kimmich was the first person to confront them, regardless of their star power or age. He wasn't asking for respect, he was demanding excellence. This period wasn't without its challenges, however, both on and off the field. He suffered his first major injury, a knee ligament issue that kept him out for a while, making him realize that even machines need maintenance. So where's Joshua Kimmich now? He is the indispensable heart of Bayern Munich and the German national team. He may not wear the captain's armband officially for the club yet. Manuel Neuer still holds that title, but everyone knows that Kimmich is the operational captain, the one running the show and enforcing the standards. His versatility remains his trademark, though he primarily anchors the midfield. If the coach needs a right back for a crucial game, Kimmich is there. If they need a central defender for 20 minutes, Kimmich steps up. He is the ultimate football Swiss Army knife, but now with the added authority of a seasoned general. He is approaching 30, entering the peak years for a player whose success is founded on tactical brilliance and stamina rather than raw pace. He is focused on continuing to add major trophies to his collection, especially the Champions League, and he is determined to lead Germany to success in upcoming tournaments. Kimmich's legacy isn't just about the trophies he has won, which are numerous. It's about how he won them. He is the living proof that a player deemed too small, too weak, and relegated to the 3rd division can claw his way to the top of the world. He didn't just meet expectations, he redefined them, becoming a player who operates with the cold, calculated intensity of a machine, but with the burning heart of a kid who just loves to prove the doubters wrong. From Rottweil reject to one of the world's greatest midfielders, Joshua Kimmich's journey is a loud, clear message. Talent gets you noticed, but sheer willpower and refusal to accept less than perfection is what makes you a genius. And the genius is still writing his story.
Tschüss.